welcome back to Returning to Basics. This afternoon I'm out working on a deer skinning station or a deer skinning rack. I took an old A-frame that my mother had that my uncle made for her to put a porch swing on. It was so narrow that it turned over, and so she quit using it a number of years ago. And I got this ingenious idea that since I'm in my mid-60s and it's difficult to pull down that skin on a deer after you harvest a deer, that I'd make a deer skinning rack. And what I've done is I took it down to Rage Fab in Trumann. Those guys are great. They're fantastic. Ronnie and Ian, they can fabricate anything. They build custom parts for ATVs and UTVs and signs and you name it, they can do it. If it's metal, they can manufacture it. They put leg extensions on it for me. I put these caps on the end. They gave me some caps, and I've welded these on the end, and I will put them down in concrete about 3.5 inches. I'll take 2x4s, and I'll make me a concrete base about it, and I'll take bags of concrete. And you say, why bags? Well, because our cabin up there is semi off-grid, not really off-grid, but way back there. And so I'll build everything around it, and then I'll mix the concrete with bags. Okay, you can see I've done quite a bit of work on it already. I've mounted this winch right here, and these are 1,000 pound capacity winches, and so they'll more than do what we need them to do. And I got them at Harbor Freight, and I don't mind telling you, they're about $25 a piece. This winch will go from here to the top up here to this flange, and then I'll mount me an eye hook right here, and it'll go straight down from the middle. And it will be the winch that we use to hoist the deer up from the ground. And I'll put my gambrel hook, and you know, they're a bow like this so that we can hook them up from the legs. And I'll also put a loop here so that we can actually loop around their head and catch them at the neck and pull them up head first. And that's how I'll get the deer off of the ground. Then, if you'll go around with me, I'll go from this winch here up to my flange, to a pulley, down to the concrete, down here to a pulley, and then I'll come back up. And then whenever I come back up, I'll hook the hook into the back skin of the deer. Once you have the deer hoisted up, it's not going anywhere. And then you start cranking with this crank, and it will pull that hook down and skin that deer for you, and you're not having to do all of it by yourself. And so that's the explanation. I don't know if you can actually see it yet, but I have a couple of other things to weld on here, and you can come along with me and see that. And then Teresa and I will stand this up, and it'll make a little more sense to you then, and then we'll put some paint on it. So come and go with us on the rest of our journey. Okay, I'm going to weld this washer right here on top so that I can hook one of these pulleys right there in the middle to hoist that deer up with, right there. So I'm going to put that right there. Okay, do a little from the bottom and have it all done. Okay. I don't want that big monster to get pulled off. So now we'll hook that in right there, and that big boy won't be coming off. And I'll paint those, but my point is we don't need to get a 250 pounder up there and the weld break. Those look pretty good. All right, I'll get these mounted here, these two, then I'll get some paint, touch this up, flip it back up, paint the feet. Okay. Spot here or there, otherwise we are finished with our deer skinning rack. I hope you can understand how it works. Let me set the paint down here. You use the gambrel hook to put it in the back legs of the deer, and you hoist it up here. Or you can take the gambrel hook off and you can put a noose around it, and you can hook them by the head, by the neck, and pull them up that way. Either way works. Now this here, these off. This will go down to the ground. And it will hook here like this. I will put it in a concrete pad and put me a eye hook right here. And then this will go back up, hook into the deer here, and then you will crank this and pull down. And whenever you pull down, it will pull the skin right off of the deer. And so it's one of those tools that really works well. You don't have to bust a gut to skin a deer. And so that's why we built this particular rack like this. So we took an old A-frame from a swing and we made it into a deer skinning rack. It'll outlast us, and I'll set it in concrete, set that eye bolt here so that that works, and then we'll be able to skin a deer very easily. And so when we get it set in concrete, we'll come back and give you another update and let you see how it all works. Okay?
Wonderful.
Thanks for coming along with us on the channel. We really appreciate it. Leave us a comment and let us know what you think about this. And if you've put together a deer skinning rack of some kind, let us know about it so that we can share that with others and we can learn from you as well. Leave us a like, subscribe, share this with a friend. We really appreciate you taking time out of your life to be on our channel. God bless you. Have a great day.